Hey crew, Mitch here from Airsmash Games. Today we'll be unboxing Grimcoven by Awakened Realms. Grimcoven is a 1 to 5 player, 14 plus, rather long game at 120 minutes, which seems a bit long. It's a boss battler, which, as you can see by my numerous boss battling board games, it's one of my favorite genres. This is just the gameplay part. I didn't go all in, I just got the gameplay. So we've got 3 expansions here and the main box, which includes stretch goals. I backed this about mid last year, so it came around in a pretty good time. People weren't expecting it to come so quickly, and I'm impressed. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get into the unboxing. All right, the film's still on it, so let's open her up. So, rulebook, 35 pages. It's not too bad. Better than some other ones I've opened recently, which were in the 60s to 80s. So this is the component overview. I have learned to keep this open so I can name things when they come up. They're one of my favorite things about Awakened Realms games, the how to play. This one looks pretty in-depth. Yeah, that's cool. So then we have the punch boards. So I will quickly get these open. All right, punch boards. Here's punch board 1, side A and side B. Seems like they have different. Oh crap! Oh no. Well, that one's punched now. Side A, side B. So they're different on both sides. So that's good to know. Side A. So this one looks like it has some action tracks and some tiles for the game. I'm not sure what these are, but I'm sure that we'll find out soon. Burn tokens. There we go. So there's some more. And the next one. So we have a lantern, some more tiles, and what are these? Stun tokens. So these are stun tokens. Next, some coffins and some skull piles, which if you got the terrain expansion, you would have 3D models of it, but I did not. I have found that I don't use terrain expansions, so I have decided basically from now on to not back them. So unfortunately, unless it's a game I really love, but yeah. So there's some armor tokens and stuff. And then here is an electric chair, a boiling pot, a cage, and a pillory. Some torture devices there, and some minions. I think these are, and some spinning dials. The covers to your main boards. Oh, so here's the mannequin and Death Jester, 2 of the playable characters. It looks like the boss overlay, underlay, I guess you call them. They go underneath the boss's health to tell you how much they have. Mannequin, Death Jester. Here's the next one. Okay. So does this put us on to? No, not quite yet. Grimcoven box, Griefbound. So these are some tick boxes to see which ones you've killed. Convergence hunt book. So this is just all sorts of. This is all the hunts, all the levels of hunts for the Convergence, Devourer, Swarm Mistress, Graveyard Dragon, Undead General, and the Tormentor. I didn't realize there was this many bosses. All right. What's we got here? Okay, so these are the deputies for the Death Jester and the Technomancer. Technomancer is probably the one I want to play first, but we'll see. So, these are just all the deputies. So Death Jester. We'll go like this. Mannequin. Keeper. Gunslinger. Duality. Technomancer. Death Jester. And here's their backsides. Just quickly go through them. These are their like corrupted sides. So yeah, it's corrupted stuff. And here are the boss cards. This is the first half. There's another half. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 levels. Is that 5? Yeah, 5 levels to this boss. So I'm assuming on the scenario 5. So it has all 5 scenarios of all the bosses. Swarm Mistress, 5 scenarios. Undead General, 5 scenarios. Won't show them all. Ooh. Then we have 3 of the Pretender ones as bosses. I'm going to guess this is the remainder of the bosses and the last 3 Pretenders. Graveyard Dragon, all 5 of those. Devourer, all 5 of those. Tormentor, all 5 of those. And the last 3 Pretenders. Keeper, Mannequin, Death Jester. Here we have the player boards with some stuff already in them. Let's turn these around. Technomancer. Duality. We've seen the back on, we've seen the art on the other ones, so I'll only show the fronts, but that's been yellow, purple, green, and white. Interesting color palette choice. Then we have the boss and the boss's deck and the stage deck and stuff. And we are on to the first round of miniatures. So let's have a look at what we got. I guess just rings and fire or something. Not sure what that is. But let's turn the box this way and we will start with the Technomancer. Very cool. Gunslinger. Got like a big shotgun on his back. Duality. These are their basic forms, I'd imagine. And then Keeper, I think his name was. And then Death Jester. And the Mannequin. That's weird. And I'm not actually sure what that is. That might be the Gunslinger's evolved form. Maybe. Now that's a miniature. Whew. All right. Not sure what that is either. I don't recall seeing that anywhere. Oh no, here's the Gunslinger's form. Not sure who that other guy was. So, Gunslinger. Keeper. Mannequin. Death Jester. With the Cthulhu mouth. Very Aeon Trespass. Technomancer. And last, but not least, Duality. Who's combined together. And then next we have some minions. I think this is the Belfrog. A little smaller than I thought he would be. Must be. Not sure. I forgot what that one's called. And these are like the kind of the Technomancer enemy kind of things. And then we got these Lickitung things here. Come on, focus. These guys. Go back in. These boys. And lastly, I don't think I've missed anything. These guys. It's 4 of each of those last ones. So that is the top layer of the box. Let's go down a layer and see what we got. You can see the big minis in the bottom there, but we won't be looking at those yet. Come back to them in a minute. So we got the Technomancer special dice. We got Hunt dice here, I think they're called. Enemy dice. Enemy dice. Some little player and enemy trackers. This is where all the punched stuff's going to go. This weighty thing is all the dice. So next we have the cards, which include all the hunters and oh no, these look like they're the elite cards. Alchemist, Warlock. Okay, yeah, these are all the different evolutions of the elite. So you've got like a basic, advanced, and then like a unique. Lament Wraith, Shadow Weaver, Hillhorn Shadow. Oh, and you got the round order and actions cards. And then in here, Renegade Hunter cards. One corruption card on its own, which seems like a horrific waste of plastic, but alas. Yep, one card on its own in plastic. Come on, Awaken Realms. Right, next. Oh, so these are some dividers. We won't open everything. Secrets. Ooh, I forgot there were secrets. More corruption. Holy Tree. The Adaptive Bat. So there was some event cards. Final Attack, Death Jester. So these are all your character cards, like for upgrading. So you're a gunslinger. Attack cards for the Devourer. Attack cards for the Undead General. Attack cards for Convergence. Disease cards for the Dragon. Help card. Oh, so each character has a help card. That's cool. Evolution cards locked for the Mannequin. Evolution cards locked for the Gunslinger. And evolution cards locked for the Technomancer. All right, so that's a lot of cards. That's going to be fun to go through later. Then next, get into the bottom of this box where we have some portals. I thought these portals came out, but maybe they were different ones. There's some portals. There's 4 of those. I swear the portals came out, but anyway. Oh well. Then we have a little batty boy over here. Very cute. Not he seems kind of out of place in this box, but whatever. In this part of the box. All right, so here we have the Devourer. Very cool. Then we have conversions, I think. I thought this one would be much bigger than this, but I'm not disappointed. I just thought it would be bigger. But still very cool. Convergence. Then we have, I think this is the Undead General. Undead General. I feel like I've got this box upside down, but anyway, it doesn't matter. This guy. Already forgotten his name. And lastly, definitely not leastly, oh no, second lastly, almost lastly, is the Swarm Mistress. And then lastly, we have our dragon friend over here, who is a big guy. Oh no, there's one more thing I missed. And a tasty snack. Oh, he's a big guy. I thought the wings might come off of him like they do in some games, but alas, they did not. They decided they wanted to put it on. Brave. Obviously, he broke somewhere because there was that foam in between, and then there's this altar here. So that's all the core box stuff. Give me a couple of minutes to pack up, and I will be back with the expansion. Okay, next we have the 3 expansions. We will start with the personal stories, and then we'll slowly work up in size. So we have little books of each of the characters. Book of Duality, Book of the Clockwork Giant, Book of the Gunslinger, Mannequin, Keeper, Twins, Technomancer, Death Jester, and so that's all of them. And then we have some, I guess, some new cards, some new upgrade cards. Let's have a look at one card. So this is one additional card for the twins. We have Trampled Snake Armor. Ooh, pretty. All right, that's enough. So these are some bookmarks to know where you are in your book. So yeah, let's go on to the Hunters. And then lastly, we'll go to the Forgotten Entities. So, Hunters expansion. Hunters expansion. So we get 2 new deputies, the Twins and the Clockwork Giant. We won't go through those because we'll see them later. Again here, these are the Pretenders, so we'll see them later. Oh, that's the most easiest punch board I've ever punched. That's done. Oh, that one's done too. Twins and Clockwork Giant. The new playable characters. And then you've got the Corrupted Twins and the Corrupted Clockwork Giant. So that's them. Oop. I won't try not to punch all of these. There's this punch board. Then get into the good stuff. We have the spinners for each of those. So more dividers, evolutions for the twins, more evolutions for the deputies of the twins, and I guess some enemy cards for the twins. Okay, this box is mostly empty. So let's go through the minis. We have the Dark Twin. Ooh. The Light Twin. And the Combined Twin, which has got very cool colors. Then we have, I think we started on the other end, the Corrupted Clockwork Giant. And the normal Clockwork Giant with his, I don't even know what kind of sword that is. Clockwork sword, we'll call it. That is the expansion for the Hunters. Alrighty, lastly, Forgotten Entities. So, in here we have, it's a bit bent, the Striga and the Chimera. So that must be what's in here. And I'm guessing these are the Chimera and the Striga scenario cards, which we won't open. We've been through the other ones. So, Punchboard 1. Extra terrain and stuff, probably just for these. Thought it had been lost. Punchboard 2. Some extra terrain, and there's one thing that's already punched itself. And then we have, there's an extra elite in there too, by the looks of it. Awesome. Let's open up the elite card, eh? We have the Asylum Madman, the Feral Hunter, and Augustine the Lost. Bum, bum, bum. And then we have this little unique sideboard thing here. And under here, more dividers, attack cards for the Striga, some secrets, hell yeah, and the stage cards for the Striga. We'll start with the Chimera. Oh wow, that's really cool. I like this. There's like an eagle head, lizard head, and then is that an ant or a millipede head? That's a not so combination. Which way did this go in? Like that, obviously. And we'll go the Asylum Madman. I'm Mitch. This has been an Airsmash Games unboxing of Grimcoven. This is the Striga. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope you have a good rest of your day.